I just trained my first AI LoRA with my own face, so I can generate images with Z-Image Turbo. And the results, they are pretty good and bad at the same time. And as you might know, I use an AMD GPU, so I'm going to show you exactly how you can use Ostris AI Toolkit to train your own LoRAs. As you can see, I got another OS, not Windows, but Ubuntu 24.04 long-term support version. You can see that by opening a command line and hitting the following command, cat etc os release. Okay, we're going to run the following commands. Then we're going to remove our ROCm packages that are already installed. So if you got already ROCm on Ubuntu, make sure that you get a backup because we're going to install the newest ROCm. You can hit yes, and then we're going to run auto remove, and then we run sudo apt clean. Okay, let's clear the command line. Alright, we're going to install the latest ROCm version, so let's go to the following link and go down. And as you can see, here's ROCm installation for Ubuntu 24.04. So we are going to use these commands to install ROCm. So let's copy all of them. We go to our command line, right click, paste, and hit enter. This can take a while. Hit yes. And this will install 25 gigabytes of ROCm software on your Ubuntu PC. Alright, now our ROCm software is installed. Let's see with the following command if it works. So clear again the command line and we are going to run the following command, amd-smi. This will give you some information about your GPU. Now clear the command line again and hit the following command to see if ROCm is installed correctly. And when you see this sim link, then you know that everything is good. And with this command, we can get the version of ROCm. And as you can see, that is 7.1.1. Okay, let's clear the command line again. Make sure you got Python installed through apt. You can do that by doing this. And here you see everything that you can install for Python 3.12. So you can do Python 3.12 and the venv, for example. And as you can see, I already got both packages. So clear again the command line. Alright, in the meanwhile, while I was making this video, I changed the GPU to a RX 7900 XTX, also an RDNA 3 architecture GPU. AI Toolkit will work on both cards. I tested it on both cards. The process is the same, so we can go to the next step. Let's clear our command line. We're going to clone the following GitHub repository, and I'm going to show you the GitHub repository really short. It's a fork from the Ostris AI Toolkit. So thanks soddenthrough for making it possible to run AI Toolkit for ROCm GPUs. So let's clone this repository in our command line. And this is our home directory, by the way. So now we can go change our directory into AI Toolkit, and we have to make sure that we are on the right branch. So let's see. And we are on the fix ROCm SMI flags. That's good. Okay, now we can run the following. We're going to create a virtual environment with the following command. And let's activate it with source venv bin activate, and you will see venv in the beginning of the line, and we can run pip list, and as you can see, there's no package installed yet. Alright, now we are going to install the pytorch and ROCm dependencies. So let's go to pytorch.org, and here you can hit preview Linux pip and ROCm, and there you got the URL to install Torch and Torch Vision with the ROCm 7.1 version, but we're also going to install Torch Audio and PyTorch Triton ROCm. So make sure that these are also in the command line. Enter, and this can take a while until everything is installed. Okay, and when everything is installed, we can run pip list again, and you will see Torch, Torch Audio, Torch Vision, and Triton ROCm with the following versions. And now we can build our bits and bytes compilation. So let's change our directory, one up, and we go to the following link, and here we search for installing bits and bytes. And this is the part that is important, but there's a few things that I did differently, and that's why we are going to use the following block of code. So first of all, clone the bits and bytes repository. Then we go into bits and bytes folder, and we check out the right branch. And as you can see with git branch, we are on the ROCm enabled multi backend, and that's the one that we need. And we can run cmake, but if you got another GPU, first make sure that you get the right GFX version. You can do that by hitting the ROCm info command like this, and this will show you the name GFX 1100, and we can put that in our command over here. And for my RX 7700 it was GFX 1101. So now we can use cmake and make to make the compilation. Alright, we can ignore the warnings over here. Let's install the following with pip. Oh wait, before this, let's do a pip list and see if bits and bytes is installed. No, okay, that's good. Now let's do the pip install again, and this will install the bits and bytes version. Now hit the following command again, and you see that bits and bytes is now in our virtual environment. Okay, now comes the most important step to see if bits and bytes is working. So let's hit the following command, Python with the bits and bytes module, and it needs to show success, otherwise your training is not going to work in AI Toolkit. Okay, now we can go back to our AI Toolkit by changing our directories, one folder up, and then change directory into AI Toolkit. Then we can install also the requirements of AI Toolkit. So let's do that. Okay, now we can change our directory into the UI folder, and with npm run build _ and _ start, we can start the AI Toolkit by Ostris. Okay, now we can control click on localhost 8675, and as you can see it can detect the GPU, so that's a good thing. Now we can create a dataset over here, so let's do that, and let's call it ranks created. Alright, and now add some images. I did a refresh, then it worked. So let's give some prompts here. Well, I look with big eyes in all the photos, so let's put some prompts here. Okay, so now we got our data set. We can go to a new job right now, and here we can create our LoRA. I call it ranks LoRA. Here you can select the GPU. We're going to use Z image training adapter. If you got low VRAM, you can use low VRAM. I just got these settings somewhere from Reddit, so I'm going to put them also over here. I keep these all the same. I put the steps to 1200. I use ADA factor optimizer learning rate 3 instead of 1, and cache text embeddings. And here I say a photo of ranks. I keep these on 512, 768, 1024. All the photos are, by the way, 512 by 512. And here for the sample prompt, I do not want to create any samples because that didn't work for me. So that's the only thing. When you train it, you cannot use the prompts right now, or I didn't configure everything in the right way right now. But this is just for the training of the image. So let's create a job, and in our training queue we can hit play, and then we hit start, and this is going to start our training. So running one job. Let's see if there are no errors, and as you can see in the logs, so far so good. And then it needs to come to the point where it needs to do the 1200 steps. Alright, and now the training is going to start, and as you can see we got 0 out of 1200 steps. So let's see how many iterations per second we get, and that times 1200 will be the time of the training. And there we go, as you can see 1.72 seconds per iteration. Right now got 9 steps so far. So that looks pretty good. Alright, let's open another command to see where the output files will be. So the saved tensors that will be created, or the LoRA file that will be in the output folder of AI Toolkit. And we can just copy that one into our ComfyUI LoRA folder, and then we can use it in our Z image turbo template. Alright, this is the LoRA that came from the AI Toolkit output folder, and I copied it to ComfyUI models LoRAs. So now we can run our ComfyUI instance. So make sure to start your ComfyUI on your PC. It is also possible to do it on Windows. Then we go to browse templates, and here we put Z image turbo, and then we click on text to image. Now we go to edit, and here you see the diffusion model, and the thing that we are going to change is we are going to add our LoRA in between. So add a node, then go to loaders, and there we select LoRA loader model only. Let's disconnect this one. Alright, now let's connect our diffusion model into our LoRA, and from there on we go into model sampling aura flow. Select the LoRA, so let's do that first. Okay, and now go back. Alright, that is our first image. Well, maybe the dataset was not the best. So yeah, as you can see, if I only put the photo of ranks, then we do not get a really good image. We go back and we're going to put the strength a little bit lower to 0.7 and run it again. And then we add some more stuff to our prompt. Let's say red t-shirt with the text AI ranks. Okay, run it. Yeah, now we're going to get somewhere. So yeah, when you play around with the strength of the model, you can get pretty nice results, or you can make another dataset and make another LoRA out of that dataset to get even better results. But as you can see from the beginning of the video, I got some pretty good results. So enjoy training, and I hope it works for you on your GPU.